Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're setting up my February monthly spreads in my bullet journal. Yeah, today I will be using a Tsuki bullet journal with the Fujisan design, and I will also be pointing out whatever supplies I'm using as they come on screen. First off, a few apologies about the lateness of this video. I know I'm supposed to post these before the start of February, but once again, school gets the better of you, and then it's hard to find time to film, edit, voiceover. So yeah, sorry about that. And hopefully for March, I will be a lot faster. And yeah, so right now I'm going in with a yellow Muji pen. And oh, actually first, the theme for this month is Lunar New Year. I've got a couple requests on it, or for it, on my Instagram stories. If you ever want to provide input into what spread themes I should be doing, feel free to I do a lot of polls about those on my Instagram stories, and that way I can take your guys' suggestions. And yeah, so this month we're doing Lunar New Year because Lunar New Year is on February 12th, I think. To be honest, my family doesn't celebrate it that much. We don't go all out, we just kind of have a meal together, and it's I think our family mostly celebrates January 1st New Year rather than Lunar New Year, but more excuse to celebrate, right? So nice. It's a nice tradition anyway, even though we don't do it that much. So yeah, this month's themes and designs are inspired by the red pockets that you get or give out at Lunar New Year. If you look up red pocket, or if you don't know what red pockets are, basically it's a little red envelope. They give you put money in it, you give it to people, or people give it to you, and they're very beautiful envelopes. If you just Google red pockets, you'll see so many beautiful designs, even from fancy brands or banks or something. They have so many pretty designs with the flowers. There's gold and I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just I was really excited to do this theme, and right now I'm doing the days of the week headers with this cloud design that I saw very often on some of these, and I had to freehand it. I would highly recommend not freehanding. Use a pencil sketch if you can. It took me so long because I was looking up and down at my reference image and then drawing. So yeah, I think this spread took, I think this is this takes the longest to make because there's just so many small intricate details, but that is what makes the designs of red pockets so beautiful. And yeah, honestly, I think I'm aging out of the red pocket age, or I'm 20, but then most of my family is not here in Canada, because I'm an immigrant. But I don't know, also you don't even get to see your families right now because of COVID, but that's okay. We're staying safe, and I hope you guys, if you celebrate Lunar New Year, are going to have a great Lunar New Year, and that you will be able to celebrate with your immediate families in your households. So yeah, we're doing a brush lettering with the Tombow Dual Brush Pen in red, sorry I forgot to mention that earlier, and a Crayola Super Tip in yellow. If you haven't watched my Stationery Essentials video, Crayola Super Tips are actually the best. Or in terms of being affordable, color selection, and quality, I would say they're super good for beginners. Yeah, so I'm using the Crayola Super Tip to just add in these, they look like clouds, but I'm not sure if they are clouds, but I see them a lot, these squiggles. Yeah, the key to drawing these is just to keep all of the width the same, and then try to stagger them so that they look better, and don't make them too symmetrical. And I really like how it turned out. Now we're using the red brush pen again to just number in, each calendar. Okay, one more thing. So I start my calendars on a Sunday, each week starts on a Sunday. But if you're one of those people who starts your week on a Monday, February 2021 is a very satisfying month for you because everything lines up perfectly into a 4x7 grid. See how mine, February starts on a Monday, so my entire February is shifted over. But if you're those people, if you have the preference of starting your weeks on Mondays, this is an absolutely beautiful calendar. I think it happens it's satisfying for the Sunday start people in I think it's August. It might be August, where it's like a little bit more satisfying. But you know, there's just like some weeks where, or like some years where like February perfectly lines up into a 4x7 grid, and it's great. So yeah, sorry about going off on that tangent there. Next up, we're doing the monthly habit and meal tracker. This is like the only tracker I have for the entire month. Just these 2 pages. I cannot keep up with anything like any monthly like mood trackers, expense trackers. It's too much. Like, at least for me, it's too much work, and I can't even like fill them out quite regularly. So you know, I try to keep it pretty low maintenance, because I know a lot of other like bullet journal accounts on like Instagram or YouTube, they have like 10-page like monthly setups of like many different spreads, like brain dump, like posting schedule, social media tracker, stuff like that. I could never like fill those stuff out. I'm just bad at keeping up with those. So I also don't want to like waste pages on something I won't use. So yeah, I'm drawing some flowers to decorate the top and bottom. A lot of these did just come off of like reference images, but generally they're like 5-petal flowers with small like designs in them. They're like pretty simple to make, and okay, well, like I'll be honest, they're a little like tricky at first, but then they're pretty simple to make once I got the hang of it. And yeah, I find these spreads, like this tracker spread, to be really helpful for me, at least because it kind of keeps me accountable in terms of eating like junk food and stuff. I absolutely love like snacking, but I know it's really bad for me. So one of the habits I actually track on this is not eating junk food each day. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to like, you know, not eat like a couple like chips here and there. But yeah. So yeah. Time to be a little bit healthier, especially because, you know, class, I spend like hours, like probably like 5 hours straight like sitting in like class. But like I stand up every once in a while, but you know, I don't walk as much as I used to, so I have to be a lot more intentional with what I eat, and more intentional with like actually getting physical activity out there, like out and stuff like that, going out. So yeah, this is like a very functional spread, but I also like to decorate it. Highly recommend. If you want like a meal tracker, feel free to like use my like format here. I don't think it's very original. It's straight up a table. Yeah, and if that works for you, like that's great. So we're just finishing it up with 2 more flowers, and that's pretty much it for this spread. And if you haven't seen my other Plan With Me videos before, then I actually use each of the columns from left to right is a habit tracker on the very left, where I track about 4 to 5 habits like skincare, sunscreen, feeding like the fish in my fish tank, and then after that it goes activity, so some sort of exercise, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snack at the very end. Yeah, it's also just a good way to like remember, because I eat a lot of good food. It's very yummy, and I don't know, it's just fun to like look back and be like, oh, I had this takeout or whatever on this day. So that's it for this spread, at least. Next, we're moving on to something new that I added in 2021, a some lines a day page. This one is very, very quick. It is literally exactly what it sounds like, some lines a day. Every single day, I just write about 1 to 2 sentences about what happened, or if there's anything like, I don't know, notable, like that happened that day. It's literally exactly what it sounds like. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm using the Tombow brush pen again just to do the header, and then I'm keeping it really simple with the yellow border around the page. Yeah, the completed spread of this will never see the light of day. Like, I will never show it to anyone, pretty much. It's not like there's anything like secret or whatever. It's usually stuff like, I hate Zoom calls, I was in a Zoom call, like I was in 5 Zoom calls today. Like, it's stuff like that. It's just very mundane, but for some reason I find that like weirdly embarrassing. I don't know. And I'm doing a double line border around the edge the same way I did in the year, like in the monthly calendar. And I freehanded it so the lines are really wobbly, but you cannot see it, so it's fine. It's just fine. To end off, here's a little flip through the finished February monthly setup. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this theme as much as I do. Please stay tuned for some more videos. Don't forget to, I don't know, like, comment, subscribe, and please check me out on Etsy, Instagram, and TikTok, all at lexiesdesk. You'll see it in the screen, but also in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Wash your hands, wear your mask, have a great day, and yeah, thank you, bye!